All right, so let's get into who is MOVE and how they were founded, what their core beliefs were, and what they did, what they're currently doing, and kind of go from there. All right, so MOVE was founded in 1972 by John Africa. They believed in communal living, definitely communalism. They believed in environmentalism, as well as animal rights, and definitely Black liberation. Uh, so, in saying that, they definitely did a lot in believing in rights of the environment, as well as rights of animals, and definitely rights for African American people. They protested and did demonstrations against police brutality in Philadelphia, since that was a huge issue in Philadelphia. They, as well as promoted environmentalism, so they did things like promoted composting, communal gardens, eating healthy, giving back to the community. Definitely wanted to promote bringing the community back together, because that is a belief system of that if the community could join together, they would be stronger. And as well as they helped with, bringing in even something as simple as taking care of stray animals, rather than turning them over to a unalive shelter. So they did demonstrations not only for, against police brutality, but they even did demonstrations against puppy mills, zoos, and circuses. And if you think back to the 70s, the way that zoos are run, animals were kept in very small enclosures, not fed well. A lot of them were, harmed in many ways, as well as the circus, things like that. So, they were definitely ahead of their time. They were PETA before PETA in that sense. They also did demonstrations against pollution in the industrial complex. So they did a demonstration against the 3 Mile Island nuclear, 3 Mile Island nuclear generation station, which did end up having a partial nuclear meltdown in 1979, and this actually caused radiation gases and iodine to be released into the environment, which caused part of it to get shut down. It was, or they actually had a point to try and get it shut down, is what I meant to say. So they definitely were ahead of their time, but they were looked at to be radicals for it. I did find that there was a quote from Ed Pilkington of The Guardian, who quoted to say that the group that formed in the early 70s was a meld of the revolutionary ideologies of the Black Panthers with the nature-loving and animal-loving communalism of the free-loving movement of the hippies as the Black liberation eager warriors. So they had this very free-loving kind of ideology while also having Black liberation mixed into it. So when we look at what they were doing, there really wasn't anything that posed them as a threat to the community. They were really promoting a lot of giving back, and trying to get back to basics. They really believed in like getting off the grid and living back in with the community. So when we look at what comes after with the Philadelphia PD and 2 mayors that served in Philadelphia while MOVE was targeted, there really wasn't anything that they did to pose a threat. They did, after being targeted by Philadelphia PD at the request of Frank Rizzo, did take up arms, as did the Black Panther movement did when they were starting to be targeted, but it was never in a retaliation to go ahead and cause violence. It was more as a reactory to say that we will go ahead and protect ourselves. They never went into the community to cause harm to anybody. So they were really trying to, again, promote that communal kind of living. So when I looked in to see what they are doing now, as of now, they are still active. Big piece of what I was seeing is they do have an Instagram page. It is the MOVE organization, all one word. Mike Africa Jr. is doing public speaking. They all go out together to do education on Black history to promote that. They are very much active on that. He did write a book. As you can see, it is passing in my background. It is called On a Move, going through the move booming that happened. It is been marked as a New York Times bestseller. It goes through detailed accounts and the effects of the move booming. So really important read, really something that I think I would like to go ahead and get into to get a little bit more information. So I would definitely recommend checking out their Instagram page to get more information about things that they're currently doing in the community. He definitely promotes that if you would like him to come and speak to your group, you can definitely reach out. They're more than willing to go ahead and do that, which I think is beautiful. As well as they are trying to reclaim Osage because of the mass booming and the fact that they continue to let the fire burn. That took out 60, I believe it was total 60 homes in that area. It completely leveled that block. So it wasn't just the move family that they went ahead and destroyed their home. They destroyed countless other families' homes, African American homes, when they did that. So the city of Philadelphia went ahead and rebuilt those homes, but many of those family members weren't able to repurchase those homes and were displaced. And even though there was a lawsuit that was settled way later on, that didn't happen for countless years. I think it was till way later in the 2000s. So it's important to know that this had a lasting effect on the Black community. So we'll get more into that now or later as I go through these videos, especially when we talk about the impact of May 13th, 1985 and this mass unaliving. So the next video will be covering Frank Rizzo, and it will start to go over to how he placed this target not only on the MOVE movement, but also any Black activists in the area. He definitely did not want any African American people speaking up for rights or equal movement. He definitely put that target out. So thank you so much again. I think this may be the only video I'm going to do today. I do have to start getting ready for my surgery for today. Hopefully I will be feeling well enough to start doing my video tomorrow for Frank Rizzo. But thank you so much for listening. And again, definitely I will try and link the Instagram page for the MOVE organization on this video, or at least get some type of tag going here. So thank you so much.